Hello girls, gays, and non-binary babes. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Boston. Today we are talking about my 2020 year in review, my 2021 goals, all that good stuff. This is probably going to be a short video because it's all very concise and statistical. So yeah, I'd say grab a snack, but you probably don't need one. Anyway, let's just jump right on into it. 2021 was definitely a journey for all of us. I feel like I do not have to say that. We all know. But I'm pretty sure I read the most I've ever read this year, which I guess makes sense because I had nothing better to do. But I read 241 books in 2020, which averages out to almost exactly 20 books a month, which is kind of crazy. I also read 82,513 pages. Whew. What? That's crazy. That's a very large number. So that averages out to my average book length, which was 342 pages. So I read a lot of novellas, but apparently they all canceled each other out because I read like your average book size for every book, pretty much. It averaged out to your average book size, which again is crazy. And I cannot believe that. Also, if I'm looking down, I have my laptop in front of me with Goodreads pulled up. Some other fun stats. My shortest book that I read was Shuri by Nnedi Okorafor. That says it was 24 pages, but I kind of remember it being longer, so it might have been a little bit longer. And my longest book, I actually have a copy of it here. My longest book was House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas, and this came in at 803 pages. Big boy. Now my most disappointing book of the year, The Abominable by Dan Simmons. I have a full rant on it in my most disappointing books of the year video, which you can check out if you want. But basically I thought this was going to be about the abominable snowman, a yeti if you will, and it was more of like a metaphor. So I was very disappointed, very upset, because I love cryptids. One of my favorite books this year was Devolution by Max Brooks, which is about Bigfoot, and I was really hoping for a yeti story, and it wasn't, and I ended up DNFing it, and it is my most disappointing because damn, I was ready for a yeti story. My favorite book of the year, however, was The Midnight Lie by Marie Rutkoski. I just love this. I have a full book review of this up on my channel if you want to go watch it. It's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I am very proud of that book review because it was the very first book review I did after realizing that I probably had ADHD, and so I had like I had a game plan going into it and like bullet points I wanted to hit, and I was on track in that video and I'm very proud of it. But yeah, I love this book. I love this world. It's sapphic, if you didn't know. It's amazing and everybody needs to read it. My average rating for 2020 was a 4.1 stars. I like a lot of the books I read. I'm not hard to please, you know. I'm very easy to please, and I'm not surprised at all that I have a 4.1 average rating for this year, but it is funny. I do think last year that was a little bit higher, and I think that is because this year I went out of my comfort zone a lot more and read things outside of what I usually do, and because of that I just read fewer books that I love. So that is it for the stats portion of this video. Now on to my 2021 goals. Listen, this year I just want it to be a little bit better than 2020, you know, like I'm not asking for much, just a little bit better. My only goal that I really could think of in terms of booktube is I actually, believe it or not, I want to read less. So there is a reason for this. Like I mentioned before, I read 241 books this last year, And I noticed that it doesn't, not that it feels like a job, but I feel like I always need to be reading. And while sometimes I love that and it's great, a lot of the times it's like annoying. So this year, rather than reading random audiobooks that are just available to download on Libby, maybe I want to like branch out and listen to more music or watch some movies while I do like embroidery or sewing or whatever I'm doing that I would rather, like, that I'd normally be listening to an audiobook during. So maybe I start watching more BookTube, whatever. But I don't want to be like picking up books or audiobooks just for the sake of picking them up. I want to pick up books that genuinely interest me, and I don't want to be picking up books that I'm reading only because of the hype. So I want to know what a book is about before I go into it, and if I don't know what it's about, then it's a sure sign I'm picking it up because people are talking about it. And if people are talking about it and I'm interested in it, great. But I have to be interested in it before picking it up. That's really my only goal. I never really try to set numerical goals for myself because things could always go one way or another, and I don't want to feel like I'm disappointing myself or whatever. But I do set like fairly easy to achieve goals. Like last year, I think my goal was to hit 10K, and I did that in March. So I set like baby goals for myself where if I hit this, I will be very happy, and then it's not too out of this world to accomplish. So I guess for that, I would like to hit 20K. I think I'm like 2K away from it, but it's like if I don't hit it, it's not like the end of the world. But then, you know, if I do hit it, yay, you know? It's like one of those things where, no, I really don't care, but it's like kind of I like getting that even number, if that makes sense. As always, every year I always want to read more diversely, and I think a big goal of mine this year is to read more diverse nonfiction. So I want to learn more about other cultures, other races, other religions, other everything. And I had a good time learning about it last year. Like all the nonfiction that I read last year was excellent, and I love learning. That's half the reason why I love reading, is because I love learning about other experiences. And so I really want to read more nonfiction to do that, and I'm so excited to do that. But yeah, that's just something that I have, that's always a goal. It should always be a goal for me, for you, and for everybody who's reading anything. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video though. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did watch this far, leave me a thumbs up emoji in the does that make sense? Sure, leave me a thumbs up emoji. We'll go with that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.